kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Fresno State's offense will get the first possession of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. This offense has it with really good field position. The pull and throw off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crowell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They kick it away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irvin. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He's got him. Stopped after after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll give it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
To the air on 2nd down. And the rush will get to it.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Rush is on him. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
The give to the back. It's a fumble. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They're going to test the right side with this one. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Finds his man. It's Terry. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Right on the spot in the defense. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. Back to pass. They're working that left side. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's in open space downfield. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Fresno State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the run. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. A step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Offense gets set for second down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. The 30, the 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Crowell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll try the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has
looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly thin.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The inside handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough out.
Open space in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhat.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it's in there for a touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll bring it out. It's Crowell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds space on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground. They have the first down at the 41.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. And a good job in. There as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Fresno State will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Fresno State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got it in the middle, and it's Brooks. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Powers forward. Touchdown, Fresno State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation?
It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Brooks. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. Fresno State will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. He's got him still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Touchdown!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
It's complete to the left. Crosses the 45. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why?
Got some room into the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Crowell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Fresno State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play here.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking left. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Gaines. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns.
Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes.